Well, it's the afternoon of Friday the 24th of August, and this westerly wind has done exactly what was asked of it. It's just freshened up nicely to a nice force 3 or thereabouts. We've cleared to all purposes with this wind anyway the hazards of the oil rig, so the next hazard is not to the east but to the west, and that's Shetland, which is now just about 40 miles away, just on the starboard bow there. Not visible at the moment, the light's not really right, but we might pick it up later this evening because we're going to have a crack now. We just have 4 panels set. My working sail, they're the 4 panels which are all joined rather than the hinged ones at the lower end of the sail. So we're pretty much square to the wind. We're heading just very, very slightly west of south, and this course would lead us directly to Whitehills, which is about 225 miles away, I think. So we're now starting to make up for all the time lost with headwinds and light winds and so on. The weather looks very settled, high pressure. Maybe we've run the gauntlet of the jet stream for good now, although this is northern Scotland, so I wouldn't bet on it completely. But here to windward we just have a beautiful summer trade wind sky, fluffy cumulus clouds, a nice benign breeze. And we're going along at a fair old pace here. So we're out of jail. We were in jail there for a little while, but we've broken out. Don't know how long this wind's going to last, but if it lasted for 3 days or thereabouts, it would get us home. Well, I don't know whether this will work, but there are the Shetlands. There's the familiar hump with a little pimple on the top of Unst, if you can see it on here. Picked it up an hour or so ago. Been at sea for 17 days, 17 days since we left Bear Island. And there's our landfall now. Oops. Anyway, we'll see a lot more of Shetland hopefully tomorrow, but there's the moment of arrival at land again after 17 days at sea. Well, it's Saturday the 25th of August, around about 10 in the morning, and we just have 170 miles to go to complete this mammoth voyage. At the moment we're coming down the east side of Shetlands. We've come past here the Outer Skerries, which is the easternmost point. Just got a bit of a view of it and the big white lighthouse there. There's a while we're coming on at the moment. You can see the island of Bressay on the starboard bow. But the theme of this voyage seems to be that whenever I get near land, the weather turns nasty and the visibility is hopeless. It's not really been a very pleasant night, starting up here and coming all the way down. Huge rain squalls, huge towering clouds, and then here over the Poby Bank I spent hours and hours dodging fishing boats, and we're clear of all of those, so I really haven't had much sleep actually. Probably about 3 or 4 short cat naps and that's it. But never mind. So we're coming down here. It's raining again at the moment. We've had torrential rain, but if the rain stops, then I'll poke my head out and we can have a look at Bressay. And then we've not got much further to go to Sunborough Head. Over here. So where are we at the moment? Yeah, well we're there. So we come down past Bressay and then past Sunborough Head and they're on to Fair Isle and the Orkneys. So we'll see if I get a bit of clearer weather. We'll just see if we can have a look at Bressay or whatever we can see of the southern end of Shetland. Well, here's another brilliant bit of photography from the sea. You just make out the cliffs of the island of Bressay, and just for good measure there's a ship there too. Spray. A oil rig supply ship. Making his way north. Well, the sun was on the cliffs and now it's gone. You can see more land to the south. But I give up with this lark. I've never known a voyage like it for bad weather around the coastlines of all these places I've visited. Never mind. I actually have taken much better pictures of Bressay, but I like to do the best I can for every voyage. And I have to say the best I can do on this voyage is pretty rubbish. But there you go. So I got a visitor here. I've had a little chat with this boat. Just coming up the stern, just checking that it had seen me. Very handsome ship called Sea Cargo. And behind it again is the island of Bressay. We seem to be seeing a lot of orange ships these days, or today I should say. Well, a beautiful afternoon now as we say goodbye to the Shetlands. See those curves and humps over there, and a bit of a rain cloud, and Sunborough Head just to the south of that rain cloud. So we've come down very, very easily in a day. Noon till noon yesterday to today we sailed 88 miles, which is quite good. and if this wind continues, then we should do the same over the next noon to noon as well. So there we are, farewell to the Shetlands. I don't know how many times I've filmed farewell to the Shetland over the years, but it's a ritual that you have to do. Well, it's the Monday, the morning of Monday 27th of August, our 57th day at sea. But out here now on our port beam, hopefully that's focusing, is the Captain Oil rig, which I think we're passing for our 8th time after 4 Arctic voyages from Whitehills. And that means one thing, that we're getting close to home. About 50 miles to go. Our noon to noon positions now total 3,400 miles, and we just have 50 to go. So by this time tomorrow we should be in. I could be there earlier, but no good in the middle of the night, so I might have to slow down a bit. Anyway, there we are. We're in the heart of the Moray Firth once more and getting very close to home. Well, it's the evening of the 27th and there's the Moray coast and Whitehills straight ahead. And we're less than 6 miles off. The trouble is, I've been talking to the harbour master, my mate Bertie Milne, who tells me that this wind, which if it blows for 2 hours, as it is, will get us in fine, but it's forecast to stop in 1 hour. And then there'll be calm, and then the wind going round to the south, right on the nose. So it's a case of, is the forecast correct or not? If this wind blows for a little bit longer than forecast, then we should be okay. The other complicating factor is the fact that we've arrived right at the top of spring tides. I think tomorrow, well today, tomorrow, the biggest tides, which run back and forth along the coast here. So if I can't get in this evening, I'm then going to have the winds, a headwind to sail into, and then cross tides, quite big cross tides, so I don't know what's going to happen. Never mind. Here we are, we're 6 miles only after 3,500 miles, but we just might have to spend another night at sea and another little awkward part of tomorrow negotiating these last few miles.